I have no idea why I changed.
No, I think you plug it. Cause I hear the fan blowing my heart.
No, it's because it was on earlier and it died, so it's cooling down now. It's some pieces.
I had a phone. So usually when they have the cooling factor.
Did you guys originally have it that way, or just
It was more angled, just a little bit.
Oh, I was gonna.
No, he was asking about the setup. I'm pretty sure we actually had that table here. So it was kind of angled from that way.
say hello to my little friend?
You started?
Yeah, you started.
Okay.
See, now the time is correct. I don't know.
Yep, had to reset to the Wi-Fi.
I guess it died.
Yeah, it died
at
at
2:40. I don't know. Are you ready?
You guys ready?
I'm ready.
Hola, bienvenido a otro Weird Flex Bros podcast. Oh, yo soy uno de los primeros caballeros, Little C's 01. To me, mi derecha izquierda, tú miras muchos de mis compañeros. Nah, fuck that shit. Hello, welcome to a new Weird Flex Bros podcast. I am the.
Don't forget the call. 000.
봐, 유도 야마센코. 봐, 유도 야마센코. 세고. 봐, 유도 야마센코. 세고. You know who it is? Your boy Lil C's 01, not to be confused with Pixels.
I do this all the time. And your boy Stewie in here.
It's the nigga knowledge.
I have a question.
What's up?
Why got your backpack on still?
Cause he's afraid he's gonna get sacked.
You right.
Damn.
Absolutely right.
I was waiting for him to put it down. I was waiting for him.
Nah, I got drumsticks in here. I can't have that.
You got drumsticks. What kind of drumsticks?
I would duct tape the drumsticks to the outside.
He's ain't gonna put it through the latch so you can't open it.
Yo, put it through. I'll take off the string and put it through.
Sir!
Might as well eat it right now.
I got the Gorilla Glue in my black pocket. What is good?
I thought he was about actually drumsticks, like chicken drumsticks.
This man
got me excited.
like black?
Yeah.
No. He said he had drumsticks, so I thought this man had
Chicken.
Two? Motherfucker pulled out 15.
Nigga, I'm a drummer. What did you expect? I gotta have different sticks.
Drop a beat.
No, my question is, what's the difference?
Yeah.
Alright, it goes based off of the weight.
They're different weights.
Yes.
Different sizes too?
Yeah, different sizes. Like, I mean, since you said that, you got the wooden tip and you got the nylon tip. I personally like the nylon tip because it makes a different sound when you hit like the hi-hat and type stuff like that.
What's a hi-hat?
So, you know that
You
that
makes the drumming now. That's not the point.
Alright, you're right.
That's not the topic of the day.
It's not the topic. We can get to your drumming later.
You're right.
We have many more podcasts for that.
How about next time we talk about your drumming? We'll have a whole special thing. We'll have you
Don't let them
Why have you go
touch
yourself?
your light. Shine
They're
brighter.
definitely trying to kill me.
Nah. brighter.
You ever drum pad in there?
No, we're not saying to cut your light. We're just saying to dim it today. Today.
I can't be me today.
Next week, we're going to do a whole drum kit.
Next week we want you to be the spotlight.
Whole drum kit.
Ooh.
And you're going to start doing
Ooh. That's shiny.
That's extra shiny.
I gotta see
Bring
it.
your
I
drums
gotta
next
see
time. We'll get rid of the table. We'll have the whole thing on the drums.
You're going to have you shine bright with the diamond. You do? No. Oh, okay. Anyway. What are you looking for?
Don't worry about it, nigga.
Condoms.
Nope.
Yo, you got that dolphin pussy there, don't you?
Wait, how does dolphin sound anyway?
Oh no, just a secretion.
Got dolphin pussy in the flash.
How many dolphins did you have to
Do you milk them? Like, how does it work?
How do you?
Okay, we don't milk dolphin pussy like we milk horses. Okay, it's too different.
How? But that's okay. So that's different. That's
Why?
a male horse you milk.
Unless you're Morty.
Unless it's a seahorse.
Have you
then-
got
But you're not white though, and you're not a
I haven't seen
female.
it. No, don't tell
What
me
is
anything yet.
up with you?
What you
You
mean?
milk horses?
Bro, I'm telling you, 80 milliliters
It's-
of
it's-
horse
it's-
nut
it's
is
right.
worth 10 bands.
It's 10 grand.
We gotta get the stuff for
Like
horse.
that
Oh,
much.
I'm about to hit
You
Johnson Park.
trying to go back to Dominican Republic real quick?
Nah, I'm about to hit Johnson Park about
Johnson
night.
Park at night.
Them shits are what's it called? Bisected.
Neutered?
Spayed, whatever.
Well, it depends on the male or female.
They neuter horses.
They can.
You can
You
neuter
can
people.
anybody who
Yeah,
has
technically you neuter everything.
Yeah.
It's illegal to neuter or spade humans unless it's for medical reasons.
Wait, hold on.
So no wonder why sperm
It's
banks are so
illegal
popular.
to neuter or spade humans unless it's for medical reasons. Because when you get your tubes tied or you get your tubes burned, you're not getting really spayed or neutered, you're just cutting off the flow. What when you're getting neutered, what they actually do is actually like get rid of the glands in your balls that create the semen, or for females, they can actually get rid of the uterus.
Oh.
It's like
Or the fallopian tubes.
But the fallopian tubes actually grow back because two of my cousins actually cut their tubes, burned them, and that ended up being pregnant again after 5 years.
Nah,
So
we
every
are
5
Mother
years-
Mary. What the f-
After every 5 years, your fallopian tubes actually untie
Heal
and they heal back.
That's freaking.
And sometimes
weird.
they heal out of place.
So therefore you can get pregnant on your side.
But yeah, and women actually died from that too.
My mom had all her kids on her side.
Oh, where?
She didn't look pregnant at all. Apparently, when
Oh,
she was
shit.
pregnant, that's why she had so many.
I was bored.
That I mean, like, there's 13 of us.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
How many Fridays?
We got one for every month, basically.
There's some reasons why.
And an extra. They got rid of the extra.
So it's just like,
How many
You
months
want
are in a
this?
year?
what's the
Got
extra?
rid of the extra. They're like, I don't like even numbers.
No. They got rid of a few extra.
I was gonna say, were you the Jersey Devil? Because the 13th kid on the.
I think 4 of us were adopted. 5 of us were adopted.
God. Everybody else is not except me. I'm the favorite.
So it's just like, you do this. Hers like actually grew on her side, so it's like, I understand.
That's great.
Yeah. So that's what you were like, oh, here comes another one. Yeah.
I just feel it.
Yo, you ever heard of stories of
So nice.
females that go to take a shit and a baby comes out?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
high-key did not believe that was a thing for a
Yeah.
minute.
It's literally.
Like, it was a woman talking about her stomach was upset. She went to Walmart to use the bathroom and pooped out a child. I was like, miss.
How do you not know you're pregnant for
I'm
many
like-
months?
Yeah.
I'm like, miss, how did you poop out a child like it was nothing when you got females screaming for epidural? Like,
My thing is, how they come out their ass?
well, no, when you give birth, the skin for females, and you don't give birth.
It
For females,
rips.
it
Yeah,
rips.
it rips.
So they'll take a shit and it can rip and come right out.
So if
But
they're not
then you
positioned the right way, they won't be able to shit the right way ever again.
So you're telling me they only got one hole at that point?
How do you
Yeah.
give birth
That's
to
why they
a
can't.
child?
They can't have sex for a
without
couple months.
Like, do other people not hear?
Do you guys have the same
bathroom?
pain tolerance?
No.
Hell.
I'm just saying. I'm like, oh,
I've actually heard of some people like I asked about the pregnancy. They're like, people who scream are overreacting. Like it felt like a fart, and I'm like,
Like my girl,
man,
she had an
is it like a
episode
hot
for-
dog in
for-
a hallway for you? Like I don't understand.
Like my girl, she actually had epidural for the first one,
Uh-huh.
didn't have nothing for the second one. She said the second one was easier than the first one. It also depends on your mental state and your emotional state. So
I feel like the first one's always going to be the worst.
it depends.
Because I think because they're nervous and
They're
stuff.
nervous.
It's the first.
Yeah.
It's the first time. It's like I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
ripped
you got
open
women. You got
before.
women that be like, "I'll see what I can do."
Can you get a little closer?
you haven't been ripped open before. Now you got ripped open. The second one can just slide out.
It's funny because the doctors be like, "Are you? Do you faint easily? Do you have a weak stomach?" If you say yes, be like, "Get out." Honestly, the doctor told me, "We're not here for you. We're here for your daughter. So if you faint while you're looking at everything, you're out of luck."
I mean, it
Step
makes
right over
sense.
you.
It makes sense.
So he looked me right in my eyes, and I'm like, "Okay, I'm in boot camp."
I'll wait outside.
I actually was like,
I'm going to watch the entire thing. I'm sorry. I have to watch the
I
entire
want to pull out like one of those
The
old
camera?
fashioned. No, I want to pull out an old fashioned.
Just
"Can you keep it quiet back there?"
I quiet on the set.
Nah, yo,
Quiet down.
It's crazy.
Use microphones.
It's crazy. A lot of the times now, since I think 2010, they stopped recording, or even before then, they stopped recording giving women giving birth.
Are you allowed to though?
You can, but they're saying it's against the law in the hospitals, but it's not. They just don't want to be sued for anything that.
If you miscount.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. Anyway, can we get into our topic for today, guys?
As you can see, we
We
have.
talk about pregnant ladies, dolphin pussy,
Y'all
freaking
started
drumsticks.
with the pussy, right?
He started with
I
it.
did not.
You were looking for it in your bag, sir.
Yes,
That was
I
definitely-
didn't say nothing about
It was in
dolphin
your bag.
pussy.
It was in your bag, and you used to win shows.
Get ready to rumble.
He got it covered. Classic delay.
Anyway, the one person who had to introduce themselves today will be the main person speaking for our topic.
Yeah, Jaja, also known as Jair. Talking about crypto.
Not just crypto. We're talking about full entrepreneurship.
Yeah, it's full entrepreneurship.
We're talking about the beginning, middle, and the end when you go bankrupt.
What about you get breaks?
Breaks?
Yeah.
I haven't had a break in for. Oh my god, when was the last time I had a break?
When you quit your job, nigga.
No, I'm still working though, and I have school.
School ain't that much.
Jobs be like, yeah, you can take your break. And then when you're sitting down, why are you sitting down? I'm on lunch. How much longer you got? Motherfucker, it's my lunch.
I'm paying you.
One of my bosses got mad at me because I was on lunch, and like I kept telling him like, I'm on lunch right now. He was like, can I talk to you for a minute? I'm like, what, is it important? He was like, well, yeah, I want to come to you. It was important. I'm like, all right, what is it? What do you think we should do about the scheduling? I'm like,
that's not important.
I will shoot you.
Am I a fucking manager? Should I know these shit?
I was, but still.
What?
I don't know.
Oh.
But still, like, you can't wait for me to finish my food. Like, you see, I'm eating here.
Bro, I didn't even get this. I was walking in with my food.
Oh.
I'm like, sir, it's getting colder by the second.
Once you become management, you're their asses. Your ass is theirs.
And that's why entrepreneurship.
Your girl sent you a message.
I just say, babe, looking like a snack.
Mm.
You got competition though.
Where's the whipped cream at?
What kind of snack? Like a Twix?
For real, like.
Or a Snicker?
Nah, not even that. Like,
Left or right? Left or right Twix?
you know, am I broccoli? I saw that one chick. It's just
a
like a
Skittles.
sports event.
It's a Skittles kind.
Is he the Mike or the Ike?
Nah, he's definitely not
Yeah.
broccoli. He's definitely cauliflower.
The team, go sports.
Broccolini.
Broccolini.
Chicken and broccoli?
Anyway, so Jack,
So what's
please tell us about what it is you do.
Alright, so I'm into right now establishing my crypto business, and right now it's called Cryptofari Academy, and it's gonna be based about how to actually use crypto. Why is it needed in today's society? Boy, you better stop with the mountain dew.
Unless you're making money off that mountain.
Yeah. So
He don't want no kids.
He said sponsorship. He said,
I'm all yours for free.
No sponsorship. Pay me.
She
said-
said you're thicker than a thicker.
I'm thicker than a Snicker. Is that what you trying to say to me?
No, he know what he's saying.
You snicker than a thicker.
Alright, guys, it's about to get real.
Yeah.
Rated R.
Abort.
hey. First you have to have a payday.
You right? How much you talking? I'll take anything. I'm down for a penny.
As long as it has chocolate and peanut butter in it.
I'll take peanut
Trail
butter.
mix?
Put it on one side of my asshole. Take
No,
jelly. Put it on the other side.
No, that's for white.
Color up peanut butter.
That's for white people.
Wait. Okay,
Okay, trail mix.
before we continue, can we all confirm that trail mix is for white people?
Yes.
And Chex Mix is for black people?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Wait.
I never. I
Chex
mean, I
Mix?
love Chex
Chex
Mix,
Mix is
but
for
I
black
never sort of like that. Like, why?
White people want to be on that nature shit.
I like nature shit.
Black people just want to be on that quick snack.
Actually, it's the other way around.
Nah.
Yes. Go back to your roots.
I'm talking about
I knew you
now.
were gonna say that.
It,
I knew you were gonna say
shouldn't
that.
be now. It should be.
Why we got movie
Do you
roots? I just like watching it backwards. That's a better ending that way.
I want to live. I don't want to die. Okay, I want to live.
It's true, but still, it's just like trail mix. Trail
Like,
mix. You
niggas
got.
gonna be on the trail like that. That's
And why would I add M&M's to it?
Why not add M&M's?
That's the best part. I throw out the rest.
I
For
thought.
real?
you got.
keep the chocolate, get rid of the berries and nuts. All
like
that.
every-
Who the fuck eat raisins?
Boy, I'll smack the shit out of you.
Nah, raisins or dead grapes. Why are you eating dead grapes?
Don't-
regular.
I only eat raisins and my carrot cake. That's it.
Bro, I stopped eating carrot cake because I found out it was raisin.
I don't eat carrot cake.
That's the only. You know, that's like one of the only 3 cakes I eat. Like I don't have a sweet tooth at all. Except for Mountain Dew. But anyway, back to your crypto academy.
So yeah, my business is called Cryptofari Academy, and it's going to be based about trading, staking, mining.
I hear a phone vibrator every
Yeah.
Like note taken.
So, crypto trading is pretty much like the stock market where you can trade other cryptocurrencies and make passive income every single day. You know, you can start with $150, $1 if you want to. Staking is pretty much your money being parked in an account, like a bank account, and earning interest throughout the whole year. And you're not earning interest on the dollar, you're actually earning interest on the token. That token goes up and down in value, but majority every year, it goes up. So let's say the token, you have one token, and that token's value is $20. So you automatically have $20 right there, doing nothing. Your money's working for yourself, right? Another thing that I'm trying building my empire to do is mining. Why mining? Because that's how everything started. They started with a laptop mining Bitcoin to become decentralized. So me, you, other people around the world can use it to each other. They don't need a dollar. They don't need a bank account. Honestly, look up El Salvador, and you're gonna see that more people use Bitcoin than their actual bank accounts. Why? Because bank accounts you need to be approved. Bitcoin you don't. You just sign something up or you download the app and you're good to go. You need no third party person telling you, yes, you can bank with us. No, you got denied because such and such and such. Crypto does not ask for any personal information. It does not ask you your social security. Does not ask you for your credit score. Nothing. Not even your own name. Nothing. Only thing that asks for your name if it's crypto affiliated, if it's centralized. Other than that, if it's not centralized, then all the power is to the person who's holding crypto. That's it. So, so I don't know if you guys heard that Tom Brady is about to get paid in either Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Solana. Why does that matter? The U.S. dollar is going down in value every year, every day. Ethereum, Solana, or Bitcoin are going up in value. So it means that eventually every other year he's going to be making more money than less money than what he's making right now. What the fuck, guys?
I got drug tests.
It's not very
nicotine. What? They still drug test people? Oh, okay, they took it out.
Yeah, they stuck me.
So pretty much what we're learned from a young age is we're taught to being told how to learn and then always asking what to do next, right? We're not told, or we haven't been told how to actually think for ourselves, critical thinking. Crypto really helps you out with all that because you have to find out your own solutions for your own self. You can't go to somebody else and ask for a solution. Somebody else can help you depending on the problem, but you need the right people because a lot of people are scamming other people. And my job is to actually help people, guide them to actually know how to use it. We can go on the website right now and I can show you how much interest you can earn, and you don't even have to work for the rest of the year if you don't want to. Like if you really want to stack up money, crypto is the way, and you can do it legally. Why is it legally? Because everything is verified. You don't have to trust somebody to make sure that your money's there. You don't have to trust somebody that they're going to do right with your money, right? This is all verified. Verified is more important to me than trusting. Why? I can go to a specific website called blockchain.com, and you can see all the transactions that have been made since Bitcoin started. And transactions that haven't been sent through because probably they didn't have the paying fee that I talked about, right? Maybe they didn't have enough funds. But other than that, any transaction that anybody makes is sent and it doesn't come back. Unless the person, let's say he sends you Bitcoin and he wants it back. If you're okay with sending Bitcoin back to him, that's the only way he'll get it back. But if you want to keep it, it's all fucking yours. You can't do nothing about it. He can't call the IRS. He can't call the police. He can't call nobody. This is all yours.
Because he sent it. So it's like,
Yeah, and you have to verify the thing.
Yeah.
You can't just like pretty much. He's taught me a lot. Personally, that's one thing why I wanted to sit down and have him come here because I know that I'm that person. If information helped me, I'm not the type to be like, oh, let me just my information. No, I'm very big on sharing information. And honestly, like, the crazy part with crypto, like he said, there's so many different avenues and so many different cryptos, and you can actually.
That's another like. You see the big names because I invest in crypto already. Like I have,
where?
Yeah, I have Bitcoin. I have Dodge. I used to have Ethereum.
Don't tell me you sold it.
I sold Ethereum.
No.
Here's the crazy part. I sold Ethereum before it got paid. It was one of my first free stocks, crypto that I got. And I was like, oh, this isn't anything. I also had GameStop. I was pissed. And then I was just like, oh, GameStop went out of business. Don't need it anymore. So let me just sell it before it drops.
Liquidated.
Exactly. Same thing with Ethereum. It was steady. It was on a constant decline. So I was like, all right, I don't have that much in it right now. Might as well just take it out. Not realizing both those, everyone.
But do you understand the mechanisms of?
Yeah, Okay, so I don't know the background, but I know how to trade now.
Okay.
Which is more, in my opinion, more important part. However, knowing that background information is always helpful, and that's always the hardest place to find it. So.
And that's one reason why, like he said, there's those three different avenues. For you, trading might be the one that appeals to you most. For me personally, it's mining. I'm very big into like learning how to mine. He could tell you, I be talking like, yo, did you hear about this miner? Did you hear like, oh, you can build a miner like this? They have pre-built miners that some he didn't even know about. Oh, like you hear about this pre-built miner? They offer 6 different coins that you can mine off of. Do you know about this pre-built miner? Do you know about these virtual cards coming on now? Because right now, one of the biggest issues are virtual cards. There's a very, very, very high demand for virtual cards.
Why?
Why? Because what's going on is virtual cards were originally created for gamers, so they could build their own gaming PC. Once mining came around, it's with a higher hash rate. With that significantly higher hash rate, you can mine more. So pretty much the bigger, stronger gaming card you have, the more you can mine. The more gaming cards, the more virtual cards really. The more virtual cards you have, the more you can mine. That's what people. And mind you, like it costs like $1,000 per virtual card right now.
What's a virtual card?
Pretty much a virtual card is pretty much the card that will mainly control hash rating, things like that. So I don't know if you guys know anything about hash rating.
No, not at all.
So
It's not like a GC though.
no, hash rating. The best way to describe it is the speed of mining.
Oh, so it's like a GC but for mining.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it's pretty much the speed of mining. So depending on hash rate, would be like example how many people you have actually mining the gold. But in this case, it's the cryptocurrency.
So like you're telling me right now we could technically mine while we're doing the podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
If
we could make an NFT of the podcast and money off.
Yes.
And have people mine it. If we learn how to build the algorithm and everything like that for mining.
Like right now, I was looking at an NFT. Right, NFT is a non-fungible token that is not sold for the same amount of everything else. Like for example, that poster is gonna be the same amount that anybody tries to buy it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have the same value that everybody wants it. Right. And it might be more valuable to him than to me.
So like even.
Right. Yeah. So that's the thing about non-fungible tokens. It might be valuable to the person who's buying it, but not valuable to somebody else because they might not understand it. It's like gaming. It might be interested to us, but not to somebody else who's not into gaming.
A 90-year-old woman who.
So it's like it's like eBay / pawn shop.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like you bring in this relic that you don't find. It might have been your grandfather's. You might not find it like suitable for you anymore, so you sell it to So you sell it to the pawn shop. The pawn shop doesn't want it really, but then someone else will. So then they sell it up for more.
Yes.
Exactly. Like you ever seen Storage Wars?
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. Yeah.
But the only thing with that is that you can't trace who got what unless they got everything in the lock. With this, everything is already on the ledger that is on the internet that is never taken down.
Gotcha.
Because it's connected with Ethereum or it's connected with Solana. Solana and Ethereum are the same thing, but one is more centralized than the other one. What does that mean? Meaning that there is a third person or a third entity
going between the two
and saying, yes, that can be on, no, that can be on. You know, they have the power to keep the podcast on or keep the podcast off, depending on the information that the podcast is giving or whatever the information that they're trying to avoid.
So would that be between the owners or the people that own the NFTs?
It'll be the owners.
So therefore, if we sold let's say we didn't create the NFT and we gave it to other people, they wouldn't have control of the podcast. Only we still would have.
Depending on how you actually write the code and everything.
Okay. So this determines on that. Okay.
Yeah.
So they had like what you did and you bought like you said the 15% share. They would have 15% to say whatever we did.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So there's an NFT. My bad. There was an NFT that I was researching before I came here. NFT pretty much consists of rich kids, super rich kids. It talks about having an NFT that has like a silly kid design on it. The NFT is correlated to a real estate project on real land, on real life.
Oh wow.
So and there's 10,000 NFTs of that particular project, okay? And you can mint as many as you want. Minting is pretty much another way of saying printing. Printing the NFT that is yours digitally, okay? The more you have, the more residual income you're gonna start getting once those property management or property starts to be open.
Gotcha.
The less you have, the less money you're gonna start making. Okay. And then and the beautiful part is that you can be in the United States and own a share of a property in Germany, earn a share of property in Asia, without even being a citizen of those countries, right? Because one thing that politicians and bureaucrats love is identifying who you are, where you're living at. Why? Because that's how they control you. With crypto, that shit stops. Because you can be here owning property in Brazil, here owning property in Japan, and then whenever you want to, depending on how the NFT works, if you decide to go over there and you want to kick the people out and you want to stay there for a couple of days, then depending on how the code is written, you have the right to do that. Okay.
Interesting. So basically, I'm about to buy some people out in China.
So
just move over there one day.
And every time they say, I don't know if you guys are up with the news or if you hear it or if you hear it on CNN or whatever, if you hear China's banning crypto, can you ban the internet? Can you? Did you go to the high school? Did you go to the high school? Okay. Were you one of those people that used to play Halos at the library?
That was him.
Okay.
Don't put me out.
Every time, I'm asking because I used to be there. Every time the librarian saw us playing Halo, what did they do? They took it off, right?
Yeah.
But we always had that one kid that saved it up in the USB and uploaded it again, right?
Yup. Okay.
Instead of doing that, we're just bypassing that whole third party person, and now it just stays on automatically. That's what.
Actually, I don't know about one of the few people that were part of that. That's not how they did it.
Well, what happened?
They pretty much downloaded it into the software.
Okay.
So you know how every year they create your account to get on? They had it set up so that once that account is created, Halo's automatically on the computer.
Because I saw somebody had actually.
Yeah, they have USB for when they delete it.
Yeah.
For when they delete it or for when they delete it off of your account. But that's why you
can put it back.
You can put it back, but not only that, you ever notice you'll delete off your account on this computer?
But it's still on the
computer. Yeah.
I thought it was USB, to be honest.
No, it was written in actual code. One of my
I remember because I logged in one time and it was already on
there.
there. Okay.
Fuck the quirk.
Halo. Yo, Halo in high school used to be fun. It was always on the randomest days too.
Yeah. Like, I'll take my lunch in the library.
Yeah.
You can't take your lunch in the library. All right, I won't eat then. Okay.
We need to tell you, and you said you weren't going to eat. They're like, nope, you gotta eat. You have to eat. What are you talking about? You're not going to eat.
But that's a perfect example of how crypto works. Pretty much, once it's written in the code,
They can't say anything else.
Not that they can't. For the decentralized ones, it takes at least over 50% of the owners of that crypto to rewrite the blockchain.
So anybody who's mining Ethereum, right? And Ethereum is going to upgrade that the miners don't want, meaning that they might lose profit or revenue. So the miners might contact each other, hey, do you want to turn off the miners right now so we can, attack the network and everything just stops. Every transaction, everything that's linked to all the websites that are linked to the blockchain. Blockchain is another way of saying internet. Okay. Web 3.0 is pretty much a decentralized internet where we're used to always going to Facebook, other people to being a creator. Like, for example, if you're having certain information that Facebook or YouTube don't like, they're going to shut you down, right? So there's cryptocurrencies that are mimicking or having similar like YouTube, Google's, and browsers that are decentralized. You're not watching any ads. Ads actually make your internet slower.
Yup.
Okay. There's this called Brave browser where it's a internet browser. It's my phone, by the way. It's an internet browser where it's decentralized and you're earning for every ad that you watch, and you get to choose how many ads you want to watch in a day.
So I could literally leave my computer right here and just watch all ads.
There's a limit where you can actually watch in one day, but yes, initially it can be. And the beauty of it is any ads that you watch on YouTube, right, using through the Brave browser, is automatically canceled out. You don't have to like do anything special. It's already with the software, and you just start using it. And now they're starting to use Brave browser is going into something called like Google, which is a search engine. Brave browser is also doing the same thing, which is not just a browser anymore. It's also a search engine.
So it turns like a Firefox.
Decentralized. and you can see it little by little because I started using it, and it's fast. It gives the same information that Google has, but it doesn't track you. It doesn't collect any cookies. It doesn't, evade. It doesn't pry on you and make money on you, right? So you make your own money and you choose the data you want.
So basically, it's like those ads on Facebook. Every time it pops up, someone's making money.
Yes.
Yeah. Now instead of someone making money, you're making money off the ads you're watching.
Yes.
Or like,
and you're getting the token that's correlated to the Brave browser, which is called Brave. And when I first started, I started with 25 cents. I ended up in 1 month. I think I accumulated at least 2 tokens of those. But eventually, from 6 months of stacking up, I ended up having at least $100 and $136, and I only started with 25 cents.
Like I said, it's a crypto, so it goes up and down.
The more people use it, the value's gonna keep going up. The less people use it, that means that they're taking their money out, the value's going down.
Got you.
So
just like this.
If you use it, if he uses it, and he uses it, and I use it, and all your family uses it, and you get in before your family, you're rich. That's all I'm saying. You're rich.
And not only that, the one thing I like about Brave browser is if you so choose, it comes with a built-in VPN.
Yes.
You gotta pay for that service, but
It's Thor. I don't know if you ever heard of.
But it's built in to the browser itself. I don't know if you guys know what a VPN is. You do it.
Yeah.
You do. You know what a VPN is?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's not something. I know some people are interested in VPNs. Now imagine having an engine that's making you money and have that VPN already right there for you.
You watch YouTube?
Yeah.
YouTube? You watch? How often are you guys on YouTube?
Every day.
How much time?
Hour. Maybe
Okay.
2.
Do you get paid?
Nah.
Would you like to get paid just for watching a video or 2?
Yeah.
Even if it's like 5 cents a day or per video? It don't matter, right?
If it's per video.
So think about, okay, so on my way to work, just to school, I listen to an average of 20 songs.
On YouTube?
Yeah, give or take.
Okay.
So that's 2 ads per song in between.
Okay. They're making money off those ads.
That's 40.
You're not making money.
God, that's $20 right there.
So right now, there is this crypto project called Odyssey. It is exactly similar in every way, except they pay you for every video you watch. Most depending on the length of the video. I watch an hour, 2 hours video depending on what it is.
Yeah.
I can only get paid once, but depending on how short it is, you get paid 3 times, 2 times a day. Okay, it all depends on the length of the video. At the beginning, it doesn't feel like much, but once you start accumulating
It adds up.
and more people start using it,
And for doing something you would have been doing anyway.
anyways, bro, like I earned $50 just doing nothing in 2 months. It's $50 to me. It's gas money. Shit. Where are you gonna get free gas money from? Okay.
This is true. I mean, unless you rock the gas station. You know.
I don't know. I was looking on TikTok and there's like a secret code you could put in. You have to hit like the pump 5 times and hit the button 3 times.
Oh man.
And then, but in Jersey you can't pump your own gas.
Or what you can
I mean,
do
you
is
can.
you pull up.
If you just pull up.
If you go to
just stop
Costco.
pumping your own gas.
Nah, Costco's those lines are crazy.
No, they actually move faster than you think.
They move fast, but like,
And
the lines be
But
long.
you know they have the extendo nozzle.
That's true. You get both sides.
Yeah, no matter which way you park at, they can pull
And
the
they're
nozzle.
cheaper.
and extend.
So think about
I
that.
still haven't been to Costco.
Nah, think about this. You could literally do that. Have your car parked next to the other side, and then just take someone else's pump and put it in your car so they can extend.
Damn.
You didn't even think about that, did you?
Man, I'm gonna start doing that.
Because think about it. You're not getting charged anymore.
You're gonna be my watchman then when I'm doing it.
I'm like,
Nothing to see
You're
here.
gonna hold the guy down like, I'm paying for my gas.
now you gotta wait for the person to walk into the store.
Nah, you gotta distract them with the drumsticks.
Yo, for the premium.
You getting that?
Oh, you
free-
banging on my car? Don't worry about it, fam. Stay on that side.
Philip, premium. I can't even take premium, nigga. But it's on your down.
Now I'm gonna send him in as a distraction. He's gonna set up his old drum set.
Alright.
For money, come on.
With the pad.
Yo, I can see. Why can't I see him on the corner with his drums?
That's what I'm
and
saying.
it says, not homeless. You're trying to earn crypto.
Bruh.
But imagine that. Yo, but imagine that you having a little drum routine on cryptocurrency, on the NFT.
Wait, so can you do it like on actions? So therefore, like, let's say every time you go fishing and you catch a certain amount of fish, you get paid for that? Can you make an
All I'm gonna just say is, do you remember the internet when it first started?
No.
You don't remember? Get off the phone.
Start going internet?
Yeah.
That's where we at right now.
Okay.
That's where that was the internet 1.0.
Meaning that, think about how many people started using, how many people had smartphones, to eventually how many people start using them all at once. At one point in time, there was barely any smartphones, and then from one day to another, you see fucking 50 million people already have fucking smartphones, and they're like, how do you use this? How do you work this?
You're saying we're basically in the third generation.
We're getting ready for the third generation.
And not only that, there's something called the, have you ever read the Four Turning? So there's these 256-year cycles, right? The last cycle we had was the Revolutionary War in the United States. Right now, we're going through something similar, but just it's global.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm not trying to get too much mixed into that because I don't know your guys' personal views on that.
Oh, it's controlled by the government.
Okay, all right.
Cool.
Okay.
We are conspiracy theorists in this. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Everyone knows. Ready for? Okay, I'm gonna just say it. COVID was directed by the government to control every single thing we know.
Do you know why though?
Today.
No, but there's a reason why. There's a reason why.
You act like this. So what's one thing that's going on in America right now when it comes to employment? There's too many jobs open. Every piece is hiring.
Now, yeah.
We're in a part of the world that's never been before. A portion of history that's never been before, where people are leaving their jobs because there's so many jobs open right now that they can pretty much go to a job and be like, I don't give a fuck if I don't have 20 years of experience. You're gonna hire me, and the job is like, hey, you're right. If you start Monday, they're getting rid of. I heard they're getting rid of drug testing.
Really did.
Yeah, they're getting rid of drug testing for employment because they're that desperate people.
They literally said that. I mean, okay, so they got rid of drug tests for all hard narcotics.
Yeah.
So if you're still on like heroin, meth, all like that kind of stuff, they're not taking you. But if you're on like coke,
weed,
perks, pills, anything like that, they don't care. Because if you think about it, don't do drugs, guys. But coke, it gives you energy. LSD. Don't go to work on LSD. Don't do that.
Working on a compressor. What happened? The compressor started talking.
I see many colors.
You're still in park on the
Why am I in Wonderland?
No, I can already see someone on the floor going, just doing donuts and everything.
Sound like R2D2.
But
anyway,
going back to conspiracy theories.
But now they have people on unemployment. Now, how long do you think it's going to be before they say something like, I don't know, to continue your unemployment benefits, you have to have proof of vaccine?
Oh, that's all right. Okay, ready for this? They're already doing two. First of all, they tried to do the unemployment where it is if you work so many hours, you were good. But then you would still have to pay the money back at the end of the year if you still worked a certain amount of hours. Then they changed it to, what did they change it to? You were going to get the money, but now you weren't going to get as much money, but you're still going to make more than people that are working. So that's why everyone stopped working. Then they threatened to stop it. And then they never did. That's the issue. They keep on giving out money that we don't have to people who are lazy.
Yeah, and that, honestly, I don't know if you guys remember history class in high school. Do you guys remember what communism is?
Yeah.
It's where no matter what you are, no matter what you do, everyone gets paid equally.
Yeah.
Unemployment.
No. That's the crazy thing. It's not.
UBI.
That means everyone, working or not.
But I know, but I think what they're doing on unemployment is that first step. Because there's a lot of people who are complaining, oh, why are people on unemployment making more than other of us who are working?
But then those workers are the ones that are quitting and not going back to work and then just getting the unemployment.
Let me ask you this question, right, before we keep going down this way. Who do you think actually controlled this? Was it A, China? Was it B, the United States?
The Kung Flu.
Or was it C, the World Economic Forum,
the UN,
the CDC,
the UN,
the FDA, the UN.
I think it's
Peter.
Hmm?
I think it's Peter.
It's the Illuminati.
It's it. The clown.
It's Kanye.
It's the
It was
Freemasons.
definitely. As soon as, think about this, ready? As soon as Kanye ran for president, what happened?
Nothing happened.
COVID hit.
All I'm saying
You know why?
is.
Think about it.
You know why?
All I'm saying is.
No more niggas in the White
A
House.
lot of there were a lot of uncounted votes last election. That's all I'm saying.
Actually, here's the thing. They actually counted more of Trump's votes, and he still lost. There were still votes for Biden uncounted for, and they didn't care about it. And they were like, he won anyway. It doesn't even matter. Yeah, they stopped counting as soon as they finished counting Trump's, and they were like, all right, we're done. Yeah. There's like probably 100,000 more votes for Biden that people just don't talk about because he already won.
I heard about that. I heard something similar to that.
But here's the thing, like, did you guys hear what's going on right now? With the cartels?
What?
Right now, the cartel leaders are telling their people to record themselves stirring up with the U.S. Border Patrol, because if that happens, with Biden's new act that he put out, they get removed from that location.
That's true.
Wait, say that again?
If you get caught like doing certain things, like at Border Control, you get removed from that location. So the cartel is telling their people
To fuck around with them.
fuck with them and record it, so they can get removed, and they're pretty much bullying the Border Patrol right now.
So that they can come.
Do you know what they're really trying to do to the United States? Have every soldier come back to home so we can become a new FEMA camp. Honest to God.
Oh, I feel okay. When it comes to gangs, I feel like it's gonna be a war coming soon. It's gonna be another Blood, Crip, LK, Chinos, white boys.
Why?
All of them coming back. Because if you've noticed,
So you're saying that the state is going to go to anarchy?
yes,
It's about to be another purge.
It is.
Or it's about
I
to be.
kind of feel like
The Boogaloo!
I kind of feel. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of feel like the world needs a purge, but a controlled purge.
It's called natural selection.
No, here's the
That's
thing.
what COVID was. They don't want to send people home.
Exactly what we're in right now. A
But
control
here's-
purge. You know why?
It's like
Because the elites are not getting anything.
this is true. Unless arrested, R. Kelly. Anyway,
And
Free R. Kelly.
Everybody
I don't care
that-
if he slept with 100 million under it.
And
Nah,
every rich person that's supposed to be in jail or either died, that's old stage like Jeffrey Epstein. That shit
he's
was
on his
fake.
island.
he killed himself.
Nah,
I'm sorry, he did not kill himself. He was definitely murdered.
No, he's not dead.
He's definitely dead.
He's not dead.
He was
He's hanging out with Tupac, first of all.
Tupac, Biggie,
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson,
Not
Bob Marley,
Not Prince.
Elvis.
Prince died.
Nah, Prince
All
was
them
murdered.
All of them are in Jamaica.
Prince was murdered in the fucking elevator. That shit was crazy.
So was Michael Jackson. He was
Michael
murdered.
Jackson, Michael Jackson, I mean, no, he was drugged.
Yeah, they actually arrested the doctor who operated on him.
But, so I was watching a video about the mafia, and they were talking about how they weren't killing people nowadays just because it was the smarter way to do things nowadays. However, he said if people start being so stupid like they are now,
They're gonna start.
the old ways are going to start coming back out of people. Because you know, the younger generation, like
They don't
those
give a fuck.
underneath us, they don't care
I don't
anymore.
give a fuck.
Let's just New Brunswick.
That's exactly what I was talking about. The fourth turning. There's
New
70-year cycles.
Brunswick is like the perfect example right now. Have you heard what's happening in New Brunswick right now?
There's mad homeless people in New Brunswick.
Not even the homeless. I'm talking about the shooting rate.
Oh really?
It's up 400% since 2020.
What?
400.
How? Is that what we've been hearing?
Yes.
I thought it was just my gas.
No. The shootings in New Brunswick have gone up 400% since 2020. 400.
I mean, when you take out all the small businesses that we used to live off, how do you expect not to?
Yeah.
And then after this global,
Bring back Sunnies.
which is also why I think it's all related to COVID. They kept us all indoors.
Mm-hmm.
They kept all that hint of energy into a small confined space.
2020 was a simulation for 2021 and 2022.
It was literally jail at home. It was like basically being under house arrest.
Wake up from the Matrix, guys. Wake up from the Matrix.
I'm gonna put you onto something.
Keanu, where you at?
That's I found in Crypto Odyssey,
Mm.
and it's gonna probably open your mind in a different way.
That.
And it's because of what I'm saying. Because who controls the UN?
Bob Ross.
Okay, so The way I see
with
it,
his happy trees.
when I say the UN, I'm talking more about the United Nations in a whole, as in like every single world leader had a part in this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they're all owned by the same 4 people.
Exactly. No, see, that's the thing. I don't think it's about owned by the same 4 people. I think there's actually one person that controls the whole entire.
Who's the 4 people? Or you can't say it on.
I mean, okay. So in my
Guys, we
opinion,
got shut down.
Ever.
okay, I would say the 4 major powers that we have are going to be Russia, China, U.S., and Europe. I would say those are the 4 underbellies.
That's what it's right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying right now.
Okay.
However, they all report to one person.
And who is that one person?
I don't know. That's what we don't know.
The Rockefellers aren't one.
I feel like there's this one person.
So we got paper because I really want to start drawing this shit down because I'm gonna illustrate you what I think and I want you to illustrate me what you think.
Because it's like
Somebody give me paint. I know what I gotta
it
paint.
makes sense. It's like this one person's literally dictating to the other, like to the other world leaders, what to do and how to go about it. So therefore, it doesn't seem like
Putin.
So pretty much like.
I mean, he's Russia, so that
I mean, but he's been president for over 20 years, so
he's running the show for real. Oh, did you guys hear you're unfreezing Walt Disney? So our true Lord and Savior is gonna be real.
finally,
The original Nazi, the man who got fines during Pizzagate.
You know what's crazy as fuck? Nobody knows this, and I don't know if you guys did. Walt Disney was a vice president, and he was also in the CIA.
I heard about the CIA one.
Yeah, they used
MK Ultra to create Disney.
Yes.
And MK Ultra is in every single newscast that we watch. There's actually six companies that control the entire news media.
Oh yeah.
And I'm talking about over 10,000 news outlets.
Mm-hmm.
6 fucking companies, and Disney's one of them.
Calm down.
I told Crystal, I feel like one of these days is gonna be my time. I kid you not.
If you just think about it, Disney World, it's just a concentration camp.
It is for the kids. That's where they do all the human trafficking.
Literally, just go there. You're not gonna find your kid anymore. You'll find them as a
reason-
mascot in 20 years.
The reason why they said they have his frozen head in the basement is so kids can be curious and go by themselves.
Why they when they're like, oh, you want to take a picture? We'll just bring them back here real quick.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see those kids anymore. Are they gonna report it?
No,
Yeah,
you can't go down on the news.
I guarantee you, if you go to Disney, there's not going to be not one corner where you're not going to see a symbol of a triangle inside of a triangle and a circle inside of a circle. I kid you, that is all over fucking Walt Disney.
Just like in high school, you can't go through one textbook without taking a picture of a dick.
My bad.
This is so true. Oh yeah, it was one of those. You saw any of them like super hairy?
If you saw anything with like this money sign, that was me.
Like that one extra vein that bulges out a little bit. The
first couple of times people asked me what I was drawing, and I'm like a dick, and they're like, "Is that how yours look like?" So I was embarrassed, so I had to look up how a regular dick looks like.
You add shadow to it? A little bit of hang.
It had 3 of them. That's why.
You ever seen that the intro of Superbad, the McLovin movie?
Yeah. With the intro, was it?
When he's just the textbook.
Oh yeah, he was like, "Dude, I'm gonna take to the drawing dicks."
The one with the airplane. Swear to God, I tried to recreate that one with the textbooks.
The best one. I think one of the best movies was Bruno with the dick.
Oh
Bruno!
my gosh.
I ain't bought that. Have you guys watched that Borat?
Yeah. Very good, very good.
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh.
Nah.
Did you watch what was the other one that Adam Sandler did? That was like The Dictator. Did you watch The Dictator?
Yes.
Okay, it's something similar
It's
to that.
exactly the same.
With the same accent and everything. Just different characters.
Okay.
There's one character that's actually from over there. And he was just brought over here to film the fucking...
I heard you have to watch that movie high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When are you gonna
It's
do that?
funny, but it's
You don't
fucking
get that.
hilarious. When you get high.
Heroin still there.
Yeah. Federal is a whole different ballgame.
Hmm?
I was a federal employee for 6 years. I understand your pain.
Another thing. Can government employees do that?
Do what?
Yeah.
Crypto?
Yeah.
They can. What the government is trying to do is they're trying to control Bitcoin. What Bitcoin is Ethereum, but you can't build on it.
So you can't
add extra shit that doesn't belong to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not scalable. It's really slow. So there's a trilemma that it goes into cryptocurrency. Is scalability, centralization, and security. You need to have two, but you can't have all three. So it's either you have security and scalability, but it's centralized, or you have other two, but you don't have that one.
Gotcha.
So what they're trying to do now is, Ethereum was a test. They wanted to see, can it be all three? But what they saw also was privacy. Privacy is not included.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a blockchain called Harmony, and it's called One. Harmony involves privacy, but they're trying to update it. They're trying to install those smart contracts so it can have all four properties.
Okay.
And I remember you were telling me, isn't there a privacy token that they're getting ready to implement in like doctors' offices and hospitals that have all your medical records?
Yes, but it's also built on it's not privacy. It's more of, well, it depends on how you want to view it, but it's more of your personal identity on the blockchain, where the government wants to have a ledger that's for everybody, and they can see and control and witness who is who, what they're doing, where they're working, how much money they're receiving. If they're receiving extra money, where did it come from? They want to see everything. Okay?
So you don't have to file taxes even if you do it.
That's the thing. They want to control Bitcoin so you can file taxes.
So
you
they
can.
So even on
You can't.
because I did my crypto.
Consider an investment.
You did it through a centralized party.
Got you. Okay, that makes sense now. Because since I'm making
if you do it
dividends and all
through
that stuff, yeah.
if you do it through the MMA, which is the automatic maker, that's similar to Robinhood,
Mhm.
which is called Uniswap, you're fucking set.
Got you. So basically, you're taking out Robinhood
And
Gotcha.
switching it for
and switching it to the one where you're doing
decentralized, and it's just
Got
you.
All right. Well, any final comments? Any
Like,
final opinions?
and to make it, I might sound crazy, and it's not just because of COVID, but when people start, and I asked him this question earlier, can there be order with anarchy? And the main reason why I asked that was, I know through our history, there have been so many anarchical times that everybody mostly died, right? Blockchain, you're seeing that it's there's no rules, there's nothing being implemented, but you're seeing people coming together and creating an ecosystem. They're coming together, creating legislation, but without the politicians.
Gotcha. So it's like you're owning your own land.
Exactly. And you're owning your own money without being taxed, and the government wants to create their own blockchain
So
where
they
they
can
can
get their money
tax.
And what I recall to him was the thing about anarchy, it either leads to monarchy or democracy.
And the funny thing and the lovely thing about crypto is once it's set in stone, it is set in stone. Unless you have those 51% of tax and everybody comes together, that's the only way they can change it.
Which never failed.
It happened like with it twice in the history of crypto. And that's when it was first starting out.
Yes, that's when it was first starting out.
Like back when it was like 2 cents a coin.
But it was something minor, like they wanted to involve privacy, but they ended up involving scalability instead. Because I don't know if you guys know, Bitcoin originally took 10 minutes depending on the transaction amount.
Mm-hmm.
I sent $100 and it took over a day to send because it was $100.
Wow.
And it was congested. When the system is congested, it takes the lesser the amount, the longer it's gonna take. So
now they go like 36 million.
so there is this cryptocurrency called
40.
Yeah, it was up by 5% for each coin.
Right.
Which is funny because my friend had 2 Bitcoins when it was like 500 each. He sold them.
Yeah, I'm no different. I started crypto 2016. I bought Bitcoin, I bought Ethereum, and by that same month, it wasn't even a month, I took out my money and I was like, I don't know this shit. And then I came back to it.
Yeah, having me. I should have left all my money in Bitcoin
Like,
and I took it out.
If you really want to have a world where you really don't need to work and everything's residual, get into crypto now. Think about it as, where would your life be if you had a chance to invest in Amazon when it first started?
I would say in stone by now.
Look where Bitcoin and Ethereum started from. Look where it is now.
That's why I was hoping for Dodge.
That's the thing. I'm not a meme coin person.
Yeah,
I'm an actual technology type shit. Like, I'm into it.
And that's the thing. It has no real backing. It has no.
The only reason why Mark Cuban is accepting it to go see the Mavericks is because he's gonna trade it into fucking Bitcoin. He's not gonna keep it into Doge. He knows that Doge is not gonna go to $1. Why? Doge is inflationary, meaning that every time they print more, the value of it should go down.
But there's no market cap on it.
No. And there's no market cap on Ethereum. But the only difference is Ethereum is being used for banking. Ethereum is being used for NFTs. Ethereum is used for gaming. Ethereum is being used for a lot of different shit.
So basically, take out all my money from Dodge and put it in there.
Pretty much.
we have other projects.
And hold it for the long term too.
Like you said, any final thoughts, final things?
No, I'm good.
Bush did 9/11.
As a daughter, she'll agree to that. I taught her that at a very young age.
Yep.
Bush did 9/11. That's what I was gonna say.
Look into Klaus Schwab's. Yeah, Klaus Schwab's. Klaus Schwab's.
Like the fish.
Yeah.
Like Klaus.
Yeah, it's like the fish.
Klaus. Yeah,
Like
Klaus. Sorry, Klaus.
My final thoughts is where's Jeremiah with his dolphin pussy he promised us?
It's in his bag. Give us your bag, bro. Give us, yo.
My name's not Jeremiah. First off,
No, I know.
Jeremiah.
He said, "Where is Jeremiah with the dolphin pussy?"
Yeah,
And I said,
Jeremiah
"The dolphin
got
pussy is in your bag." Yes, it is. It's in your bag.
No, it ain't.
We know you got the same.
drumsticks.
All right. So
That's
you're
not it.
holding off on brothers. Why are you holding off on them?
You mean?
Why are you holding off on them?
You know what it is? It's very addictive. A monkey
shit.
died of masturbation.
So you're like that. You're like that puff. That puffish where you.
No, the dolphins. Those dolphins get high off of the puffish, and then he gets high off of the pussy.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, he's like saving us, but at the same time, not letting us enjoy
I
it.
don't appreciate this.
Yo,
We don't appreciate you not sharing.
There you go.
Sharing is
There
caring.
you go.
If I had
USA.
dolphin pussy,
If
Hey,
you were
hey,
somebody, you'd be the USA.
Don't make us an otter and make you a baby seal.
Ooh.
There's two of us.
Don't make us an orca and you a seal.
All right.
Okay, that's disrespectful.
All right, Great White.
That's disrespectful.
Don't make us a dolphin and make you yourself.
You know, orcas fun when throw seals 100, 400 meters.
And then they go.
Yeah, it's a dolphin.
Don't make us the KKK and you yourself.
Oh damn! I'm out. I'm
We
going
got
on
it there. That's how we're gonna end this.
I'm going on this unicorn.
No, we're gonna end up with some
Bye.
good news. The leader of the KKK in Missouri was found dead.
This is true. Also, the head executioner was also dead.
Nice.
That's because
You know what you
they
got.
gone soft.
I'm scared at this point.
They gone soft.
If you see any ropes while you go over there, don't question it.
I can see
Yo, some of my
three.
neighbors. Somehow these ghosts knew that they jumped out of high school and they were like lowercase t on their lawns.
That sounds fun. It was you, wasn't
I grabbed my bed sheets and my pillowcase. I'm like, me too.
Okay,
Hey,
that's
anyway.
enough.
This has been a great podcast. We'll be back next week at 9:30 again. You know, like we always are.
Hey,
Don't stop it yet. I'm talking here.
stop.
I'm not walking. I'm
Did
down.
you just try to put on a New York
Hey, I'm
accent?
talking here. Can't you see I'm talking here? The podcast. I gotta tell them.
Yo,
to go
dead
right.
ass, B.
I mean,
Dead ass.
they're not gonna see it. So
Dead
they have
ass.
the right to do it.
You gotta like. It's not even loaded.
You gotta subscribe.
Oh, shit. It's
And you
loaded.
gotta follow. Go check us out on YouTube, TikTok,
Is it air in here?
Instagram, no, and all that other stuff. Don't forget to post stuff to the groups. We appreciate that stuff.
Don't forget to tell your mom, your dad, your sister, your uncle, your granny, her first husband, her second husband, her third husband. Wake up your grandfather who's in that grave. Tell him to subscribe.
Yo, dog.
That
Yo,
bro
cat.
in the bathroom.
Your dog, your cat.
Don't forget to clean your ass.
Those spotted
White
lantern
bees.
flies
There's a
before,
white
before
bee.
you stomp on them.
Chill.
Tell them, follow, subscribe. Yo.
As Nikki
Warn
just,
the nigga.
as Nikki said, you need 2 fingers and do a swoop in there.
Take peanut butter put on one side of the butt cheek.
Alright, guys.
Whoa.
Do your job.
This has turned into total anarchy. I'm just a black man in a white man society.
Boogaloo!